What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Gang Minute, your pulse for the Geeky Antics Network. I think that's the best way to describe it, right? That's kind of professional opening. But, anyway, before I go off on my usual retarded kind of rant, let's see what we got to discuss today. So I want to talk about list posts, some Dawngate stuff. You know, the rotation for Dawngate refreshes every Tuesday, Wednesday morning, Eastern time, more or less. So right now on the rotation, you'll notice that there's Basco, and my dog just crashed the party. Hold on a second. Will you stop it? She insists on opening the door. Like, she's found a way to open the door. It's pretty funny. She did like this combination paw / headbutt thing, and she gets in. Yeah, but I have to say, Basco's great, but I'm seeing him play less now. I think people are finally realizing how to shut him down. It boggles my mind that people do not think about using things like pain or ruin or decay to shut down a champion that has a lot of health and life drain / healing effects. Well, healing effects overall, because you have healing and shield effects. Pain affects all healing and I think shield effects too, but healing includes life drain, health regen. There's other ones in there too, but you get the idea. And self-healing abilities and whatnot. So pain is so good because a lot of time you have Bascos that like they're about to die, and in the last few seconds they're like healing like crazy and they have crazy sustain. I actually was dominating yesterday, last night. Well, look at it really this morning. I couldn't sleep with Volok. I shut down a bunch of Bascos, and each game I went at least 15 kills or more, and maybe like 5 or 6 deaths top. My best game was 15-1 with Volok as the jungler. So I think Volok is coming back to in the meta. He's just so good if you build him right, with a little haste, damage penetration, and a lot of power and life drain. Oh my gosh, so good! And his ultimate has a pretty low cooldown too. But anyway, before I go off on the crazy MOBA talk, let's talk about the meat and potatoes here. A question that I have for you guys, do you think list posts are cool? Basically, an article that is essentially just a list, a numbered list. I know some people like those, and I guess they're easier to read. But I just find them so lazy, and they kind of bug me. But I'm gonna do more of them because I realize people don't really read anymore. They kind of scan, and when you have a list, you could pick and choose what you want to look at, and you might say, "Oh, I disagree with that point." And that's what I encourage. I want some debate, but constructive debate. I'm not saying anything just to be controversial. I'm just stating my opinion, which happens to just usually be against the popular opinion, and that's fine. I'm cool with that. So let us know what you think about that. I do have a list post up on the site, geekyantics.net. It's about 10 myths that I've seen with Twitch. And I mean, some of them are pretty specific, some of them are more broad strokes, but, this is kind of addressing some of the things that you see people saying, like, you have to have certain hardware, or you have to have these kind of specs, or these numbers to become partnered. Or you have to be good looking to be a streamer and become popular, and it's like all this crazy stuff. So I wanted to address those things. I still might go back and do some edits because there's some things I want to kind of address still further. But it's lengthy for a list post. But check out my points and see if you agree or not, and leave some comments. Don't be shy. Also, a few people have been calling with bumpers for Horseplay Live and other shows. And I think I want to do something like some kind of contest where we could do something formally. So I'm not sure on the detail of that just yet. But if you are curious, if you're interested in that kind of thing, let us know what kind of prize would inspire you to leave a bumper. You know, preferably something professional where you actually record it locally. Because leave calling on a voicemail and then like playing music in the background doesn't work out quite as well for bumper purposes. So, but you know, we'll take those too, and we could always edit them ourselves and kind of clean out the background noise. But yeah. 206-415-4987 if you want to leave a bumper for any of our shows on the Geeky Antics Network, which includes Pixelated Pints, which is tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern on YouTube. We have Horseplay Live, our interactive show for the entire network, and where we do a lot of plugs apparently. Yeah, Chris Gannon, I'm talking about you. He likes to give me a hard time. Gaming Death Podcast, and the Sunday Dose, just to name a few. So yeah, again, the voicemail, you should see it right in the bottom, somewhere down there, right there, I think that corner, right? 206-415-4987, and you can leave those bumpers, but we'll probably try to do something formal soon to get more people to contribute and participate. That's important. Another big thing I wanted to mention before I close this out, I'm trying to keep this shorter than usual, so everybody will watch this entire video. Fire with Fire is on Steam Greenlight and on Kickstarter. The funding period ends on August 10th. Now, for some reason, they only did a 27-day funding period, and I don't get why people do that. Like, I feel like every time you do a Kickstarter, open it up for the full 60 days. I understand that people are giving advice, oh, if you make it short, it creates more urgency. But then what happens too is that you end up giving people less time to promote it and sharing it out, because you have to give people time to warm up, and a short funding period doesn't allow that. Now, this is a really cool chart. If you look, there's a chart that shows you all the things you get at each level of donation. There's a $350 level, which gives you access to the beta, content set, wallpaper, pins, soundtrack, poster, plushie, skin, avatar, character, oof. A lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. Holy Hannah. $60 gets you a lot of stuff too. I'm at the, oh, I should have just put like $5 more. I would have gotten a whole bunch more. Wait. I should get that stuff too, don't I? Huh. I'm gonna have to manage my pledge. I pledged $45, but apparently if I pledge $5 more, there's some extra stuff they throw in. But anyway, Kickstarter.com, just look up Fire with Fire. It's an online tower attack and defense, as I describe it. It looks really cool. There's a new beta actually being pushed out today. So if you pledge, you should be able to get up on this. And if you don't have money, share it anyway. Share it with your friends. Tag some friends that like tower defense games, because this has a very unique take on a tower defense, and I love it. It's online, co-op / PvP style online play, and it has a really cool art style. It's really cute. Yeah, our dude just said cute, but it's also on Steam Greenlight. So if you go there, vote that up on there. Worth it. And the interruptions. 1 second, guys. Never ends. Never a dull moment. But anyway, so yes. What else? What was I saying? I didn't even 2 minutes to finish without an interruption. I know people say, "Well, you wanted to have a family, so that's your fault." I'm complaining because people like to complain. That's how we do things. But I appreciate my blessings. Doesn't mean I still can't complain. But let's see. So yeah, definitely make sure you. Oh, and there's my reminder telling me to do the gang minute. I'm already doing it. I'm ahead of schedule today. Definitely make sure you vote up Fire with Fire on Steam Greenlight, and share this with your friends. Tweet it, Pinterest it, Facebook it, whatever you gotta do. It all helps. And what I would say is, you know, have your tag 5 friends and have those 5 friends that trust you and are engaged with you and you have influence over, I guess you could say. Have them do the same and get so that this can become viral and get this more eyeballs on it. When I last checked it, it was about 45% funded. Now it's over 50% funded. It's at $5,293 out of the $10,000 goal, and it has 132 backers total. That's not too shabby. So basically, if we could double those backers, we should get there. You know, and the minimum backing is $1. You know, so why not? Now, if you back $6, you get full beta access. You know, early bird beta access, and they have 182 spots left on that. So why not? So I think this is good. Help out our indie developers. You know, there's so much formulaic, regurgitated crap that comes out in the gaming industry. It's nice to see people doing different things, and this tower defense has a different kind of theme in that you protect trees. It has a little environmental thing going on, and apparently the AI is environmentally aware. You have to protect the trees, but you're also shooting fire, which is kind of funny. The art style looks really neat. I like it a lot. And they have a wide variety of towers. It reminds me of Warcraft 3 tower defense mods. And I'm looking here. Every match players gain seed points and experience for leveling up their personal profiles. Seed points can be spent to add tower sets and creep sets to their personal roster. Seed points can also be spent to grow fruit, which all add abilities and effects to your trees during the match. Pretty darn awesome. There's one that does 10 plus creep health, plus 2 creep armor, plus 5 creep speed, plus 1 creep damage, plus 50 tree health, plus 1 tech point. Now the reason you want to give the creeps more health is because this is PvP primarily. You want to be able to send stronger and trickier creeps over to your opponents. So yeah. So anyway, Fire, please back it. I'm gonna get out of here because it's getting a little crazy in the household front. But I do want to mention that SG, aka Stephen D. Gibson from R9 Cash over at allgames.com, is doing the musical score on the game, and he does some really good beats. So make sure you check out R9 Cash anywhere you can find podcasting, including allgames.com, where you can also play Horseplay Live on Thursdays 5:30 p.m. Eastern. Their show is Sundays at 7 p.m. Eastern, FYI. But yeah, you can see the full schedule on allgames.com. By the way, this game will be cross-platform and cross-play, so that's another awesome thing. And Ouya apparently they're doing Ouya funding, the Free to Games Fund. Ouya will match your pledge dollar for dollar up to the goal amount, and then max of $250,000 to help. Wow. Oh, and this will be a Ouya exclusive for a period of time. Oh. Fire with Fire will launch simultaneously on Ouya and PC, Android tablets, and iOS will launch in the following months. Okay. 5% of our finished game profit on back in future Kickstarters. Oh, they're kicking it forward. Nice. Really cool. Really cool. Well, let me get out of here. Because, again, it is kind of getting a little crazy. But don't forget, geekyaccess.net for all your geeky needs. And check out Horseplay Live wherever you can find podcasts. Set your iTunes, all that good stuff. Hey, look, that's our opening theme right there. Unfortunately, I must end it here. So, I love this song too. That's about it, guys. I think tonight I will be on Pixelated Pints, more than likely, so stay tuned for that. And I'm out. Love you guys. Peace.